not mine, but I had to be in Orlando for my granddaughter. I just to put it out there, Alicia. But she's doing much better, and we're optimistic that her arm's going to be doing her and serving her well. But she was born with Erb's palsy. And anyways, sometimes you have to have surgery for that to kind of correct things. But with rehab, everything's been definitely improving. He's optimistic, and we're all kind of excited about it. Just couldn't make it. Sorry about that. But terrific people. But my friend Kay Reitz, she used to produce For the People with Chuck, and she told me about the story over a year ago. And just hard to believe how fast time goes. But Eagle Nation Cycles there, Michael Funk was killed. And the sad thing is that there's a story that's circulating in the news that we're going to be talking about a little bit later on in the broadcast that just breaks your heart. And you know what? Why don't we just bump that story up? Can we do that? Why not? This story right now, to me, has strong parallels to what happened. And just to refresh your memory for some of you listening to the broadcast, the Michael Funk deal was that it's a motorcycle shop, Eagle Nation Cycle, okay? And this gentleman, Michael Flatoff, he was going to come in and he wanted his motorcycle. And he was disturbing, obviously those that were working in the shop because he had a gun, he was demanding, and he took hostages. So there was a phone call made of an employee downstairs, and the police came, and long story short is that Michael Funk was shot in cold blood. And he was shot. It was believed that they knew exactly who Michael Funk was. There was a huge difference between descriptions between Michael Flatoff and Michael Funk as far as the color of the hair, what they look like, et cetera, et cetera. Well, he ended up dead because police officers, they didn't do their homework. They came in like a bunch of cowboys, not trained, falling down the stairs, just the bad antics. It was like Wild West in Neenah. And it'll break your heart. There was no apologies made by the police department to the family, to Phyllis Funk, who was the mother of Michael Funk. No apologies. As many people know up there, the officers were given medals of valor. So instead of apologizing to this dear mother or their son, they just continued on business as normal. And this, type of behavior, unfortunately, is going around the country where you get bad officers, you get bad leadership, and for the life of me, I don't understand how in this world people can get away with it. But with enough money, with enough power, people are able to get away with literally murder. And I believe that's the case in Neenah, Wisconsin. And the case against the city still continues. The family is still, I believe, has a suit going and a lawsuit. And I'm sure I'll probably get an update from the family to figure out exactly what's the update on there. It's been a little while since they've been up there. So I'll have to talk to the family to figure out what we can do to kind of further the story up. But here's the nice thing. Up in Neenah is that the press has been giving excellent coverage. The newspaper, the Post-Crescent, you may want to look that up, the Post-Crescent, because they've done a number of stories. But they smell something. They smell something terrible. And it breaks your heart when there's injustices out there, and unfortunately they happen all over the country. And there's a story out of Minneapolis about an Australian woman. I don't know if you heard about that, but I came across that this morning. And a lady called 911 from a disturbance, and she ends up dead. I'm not even kidding. Ends up completely dead, and there's no footage for what's going on. No footage, no body armor. Absolutely nothing. It's just ridiculous.
Whoever shot her, you're affecting people's lives. You know that?
Did you hear what he said? Whoever shot her, you're affecting people's lives. Lady calls, and again, like the Wild West, no dash cam, no body cams, and they had all of this available. All of this. And so it's got this city totally outraged.
And that could have been me. That could have been you. That could have been Drew. That could have been any of us.
People are scared. The police run in, and they're not providing many answers whatsoever. People are questioning why there wasn't any body cameras on, why they were off. A lot of people think they might be hiding something.
If we don't demand justice, this will happen again. And this community is not immune from it happening again because our police forces are out of control.
See, there has to be public outcry. When you know that there's something that's illegal, you know something smells, justice can be done, but you have to stand up for it. The community has to get together and stand up, because if you don't stand up, it will happen again. You can't give up. You have to push, but you have to immobilize people. You got to, I like to say, fan the flames for the right reason. There's some people around this country, they fan the flames, and they make up stuff, and they conclude things, that they're just not to be. But people have a right, nevertheless, to disagree with a ruling or an outcome. But maybe in your area you've had something like this happen, and you just weren't able to get enough people together, to buy your cause or whatever. But in the case of Nina, they were able to do this. Minneapolis is big, but it seems like there is an outcry of the community to be able to say, hey, this is not fair, and it's not fair when somebody gets killed in cold blood, and then they have no answers whatsoever for people. And this was an exercise in structure in Minneapolis, but it brought back so much of what I experienced in Nina with the family, and just the heartbreak that people encounter from getting killed for, again, no reason. And there's still not a lot of answers there in Nina, Wisconsin. With Michael Funk. And some of the broadcasts, by the way, if you're not familiar with it, and you're brand new to it, because we're in some new markets now in Poplar Bluff, Missouri, and in our station now in Oregon, you can go to our website at forthepeopleshow.com, because you're like, what are you talking about? I didn't hear those broadcasts. You can get familiar with it. The broadcasts are on our website at forthepeopleshow.com. You can just look at the front page, and the stories will come up, and you can listen to the podcast and update yourself, and then look under the post crescent under a Michael Funk story, and you'll be able to update yourself with all of that stuff. But it is an ongoing case there, and we'll talk a little about Minneapolis and what's going on there as well. You're listening to For the People for a Monday. We'll be back right after this.
We'll help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people, for the people, for the people is there.
Some things in life need a little attention. Like a plant, if not watered, it begins to turn brown. But if watered properly, its leaves turn green again. Like a plant, For the People needs watering too. Your thoughtfulness provides sustainability for us to grow and reach our full potential. You see, For the People depends on you to broadcast this program to help inform and educate folks so you can make a difference right where you are. Grab your watering can and join us as we endeavor to make a difference in people's lives each and every day. To donate, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Just look for the watering can and water as much as you can. At For the People, our garden is full of opportunities, and planting something allows others to enjoy the benefits. At For the People, our mission is simple. Give you the news that matters with good old-fashioned common sense, mixed with a conservative point of view. Simply log on to our website at forthepeopleshow.com. Some things in life need a little attention. Like a plant, if not watered, it begins to turn brown. But if watered properly, its leaves turn green again. Like a plant, For the People needs watering too. Your thoughtfulness provides sustainability for us to grow and reach our full potential. You see, For the People depends on you to broadcast this program to help inform and educate folks so you can make a difference right where you are. Grab your watering can and join us as we endeavor to make a difference in people's lives each and every day. To donate, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Just look for the watering can and water as much as you can. At For the People, our garden is full of opportunities, and planting something allows others to enjoy the benefits. At For the People, our mission is simple. Give you the news that matters with good old-fashioned common sense, mixed with a conservative point of view. Simply log on to our website at forthepeopleshow.com. Get ready, get set for 123 Ready TV, the brand new app that everyone's talking about for your PC or Android device that allows you access to most every movie or TV show ever made. Sound incredible? Well, it is, because once you pay $19.99, that's all you pay. Just the movies and TV shows you like without the hassle. The internet streams everything already. What 123 Ready does is it finds them, then delivers them directly to you, commercial-free. There's nothing quite like it, and it's available now at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. And before you buy 123 Ready TV, watch the video and see how simple it is to start watching all those movies and TV shows. If you like movies and TV shows, but don't enjoy paying for all of them, no problem. Just pay $19.99 and start enjoying countless titles and entertaining TV better than anyone. Get your 123 Ready TV for $19.99 at forthepeopleshow.com. Just click on the store page. And For the People continues. You can follow us on Twitter. It's brand new, and I got to continue telling people, because if you have been a Twitter fan for a while, then we just kind of caught up with you. So it's Talk to Keith Allen. And Allen is ALAN, so you can tweet me there. Follow us on what's going on with the show daily at Talk to Keith Allen, and our hashtag, Talk to Keith Allen. And Facebook, it's just For the People Show. So try to make it easy for you. And our website, forthepeopleshow.com. All right, back to our story in Minneapolis. It gets emotional for me. And if you have to just forgive me, it's like I'm not a big wuss. I'm not a snowflake. But when things happen just for bad reasons, just stupid reasons, bad judgment call, you can't wrap your mind around it. You're like, how does this just happen? I mean, you would think that people are trained and, people would be better than this. I guess it pains me because, it could be my own daughter. That's the way I look at some of these stories. It could be my own family. I'm talking about an Australian woman who was killed in Minneapolis, and this happened Saturday night. And the police got a call from an incident that she reported. This lady called and basically leading her family an investigation to question what caused the deadly shooting. The woman identified as Justin Damon. She was 40 years old. The late night shooting off the city's Fulton neighborhood, if you're familiar with that, in Minneapolis, Fox 9 reported she reportedly had called to report an assault. So the two Minneapolis police officers, they responded to her call. Like I told you, she called 911. And a call of a possible assault just north of the 5100 block of Washburn Avenue South just before 11:30. This happened Saturday. The State Bureau of Criminal Apprehension said in a news conference at one point an officer fired their weapon, fatally striking a woman. Police were trying to determine whether any video of the incident exists. The body cameras to the officers involved were not activated. Basically, my mom's dead because a police officer shot her for reasons I don't know. A lot of splaining going on needs to happen. This is just unbelievable. And this is not the first time, folks, this has happened in Minneapolis. There's been other shootings, and this comes a year after the Minneapolis officer, an elementary school cafeteria worker, was shot several times during a traffic stop. All right, so the deadly police involved shooting sparked, gosh, it was a huge story. It was a huge nationwide outcry.